Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to calculate compound interest. I'll be going over an easy formula with the math basics. So let's get right into the video. How to calculate compound interest easily. I'll be giving you the formula with the math basics. Let's get right into it. So your formula is very simple and straightforward. Your formula is your A, and I'll go over what all of these mean. Your formula is going to be A is equal to P, okay, and then in brackets we have 1 plus R over N, okay, closing bracket, and then we have to the exponent of N times T. Now, what do all these mean? Okay, so let's go over all of these, and then we'll do the equation over here, okay? You can write this down, pause the video, write this down along with all of these, and it'll make it much easier, okay? So A is actually going to be your final amount. So that's going to be the final number that you earn after you've taken your principal and interest together. Your P is going to be your initial principal balance. So that's the initial investment, the initial amount that you've invested. Your R is going to be your interest rate, but that's expressed as a percentage and a decimal, which I'll go over in a moment. The N is going to be the number of times the interest is applied per period. So the number of interest applications per period, okay? And then your T is going to be the number of periods elapsed. So how many periods have gone by? Your T is going to be the number of periods elapsed. I apologize if the camera keeps messing up the focus, but I'm doing my best. It should start focusing now, okay? Because I'm going to be writing all on this side over here. So essentially, we're going to take this equation, we're going to bring it to the side over here, and we're going to insert some numbers, okay? So just so it's clear, what we're going to do is we're going to do principal, okay? So to get the final amount, we're going to do a principal of $1,000, okay? So $1,000. So we're going to initially invest $1,000, okay? Our interest rate is going to be 2%, which is going to be 0.02, okay? So 0.02 is 2% as a decimal, okay? The number of interest, how many years we're going to be is going to be 4 years, okay? So we're going to do, I'll just put this over here to the side like this. So we're going to do 4 years. So it'll be, the interest will be going on for 4 years with the investment, and then, or whatever it is you're dealing with compound interest with regards, and then it's going to be quarterly, okay? So essentially, the number of interest applications per period is going to be quarterly, just so you understand. Every single year, it's going to be quarterly, and the number of periods elapsed is going to be 4 years. Okay, so I should have written it this way, but it's easier for me to explain it like this. So let's go ahead and let's put these numbers into the equation. So your A equals 1,000, because your P is 1,000, right? Your initial investment is $1,000. So 1,000, and then in brackets, we're going to put 1 plus, because 1 stays the same. So we're going to put 1 plus, and then R over N is going to be 0.02 over our N. Is the number of interest applications per period, which is quarterly. It's going to be 4, okay? Closing bracket. And then at the top here, we have NT, which our N we already know is 4 because we already discussed it. 4 to the exponent of 4. And then number of the T, number of periods elapsed, is going to be 4 years, okay? Times 4, okay? So your N, let's say number of interest applications per period, let's say you're doing monthly, it would be 12 instead of 4. I'm doing quarterly, so it's 4 every year, right? And that's every time you get that interest rate. So every 4 compounds, you're going to have achieved the 2% kind of. That's kind of the way to think about it, right? If you're doing it every month, it's going to be 12 instead of 4 for your N. And let's say it's a 10-year period, it would be 10 instead of 4 over here, okay? I know I should have probably chosen numbers that aren't the same, but you know, it's just what I chose, okay? So now let's continue this on over here. So A equals, we're continuing 1,000 we're going to solve for this number over here. So 0.02 divided by 4 is actually going to be 0.005. Just put a little arrow up here, 0.005, okay? So we can add that to 1, and that gives us, just to save some space here, 1.005, okay? And then to the exponent, 4 times 4 is going to be 16, so to the exponent, 16. Very simple. If you take this equation, and you can go ahead, you can solve for it by hand, but if you input it into a calculator, I'm assuming you're going to have a calculator at this point, just make it easier on yourself. You can do this by hand, but we're gonna make it easy. I've already input it into a calculator, and our A, when I do this equation, is going to be $1,083.07. Okay, 7 cents. So basically, with this, if we were to take, if these numbers are true, $1,000, okay, 2% interest being compounded quarterly over 4 years. When you're done with the compound interest, your final amount is going to be $1,083.07. Your principal, okay, so your principal is going to be $1,000 of that, okay, and your interest is going to be $83.07. Okay, $83.07, just so it's clear. And that's it. That is essentially how to calculate compound interest easily. The formula tutorial and the formula basics for calculating compound interest. This is your formula. I told you what it meant, and then I inputted some numbers, and then we got our final numbers right here. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.